Let's talk about ChatGPT. You must have been heard this word a lot of time if you are in the information world. But no, this is not just another video on YouTube telling how good it is and how it's gonna take your job. And this is not what we do. As being curious people, what we will do is to take a deep dive to understand how does it work and why is it so good. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching The Curious Kid. My name is Shresh. Let's dive in.
You've heard of large language models like ChatGPT. ChatGPT.
It can answer questions, write stories, and even engage in conversation.
Okay, let's start with basics. What is AI? In simple words, AI is the ability of the machine to take human-like decisions, to perform like humans. Then what is the difference between machine and artificial intelligence? The artificial intelligence powered machine can perform work for which they are not specially trained for. Like let's take an example of normal calculator. Normal calculator can do just calculations. But let's take example of Siri in your phone or Google Assistant or Alexa. It can do function of anything.
सॉरी मुझे इस बारे में नहीं पता.
So they can perform various functions like from playing music to doing calculations, sending messages and sending contacts. So they are not doing the work for which they are especially trained for. They are doing various functions, and that's the difference between just a machine and machine backed by artificial intelligence. So we have been experiencing this artificial intelligence from so long. Like for example, the image processing in your phones is artificial intelligence. The portrait mode is artificial intelligence. The personal assistant in your phone is artificial intelligence. So what's so special about this ChatGPT thing? And why is it so powerful that everybody is talking about it? And what makes it so special? So to understand the technology behind it and how does it work and why is it so powerful, we need to understand the story. Okay, let me take you back at good old days when we were busy watching Shinchan and Doraemon. At that time there was a first impactful use of artificial intelligence, like in image processing. And artificial intelligence at that time was called, like now also they are called as neural networks, because they mimicked the way of human brain in their functional ways. So but what they failed at, they were great at image processing, they were great at finding faces in the human faces in the images, finding objects in the images, but what they failed at is human languages, because they used to fail to identify human languages in a sequence. Like, and the sequence is very important in language, because let's take an example of sentence, I am learning about artificial intelligence. What if you say artificial intelligence is learning about I? Doesn't make any sense, right? And as the sentence gets more and more complex, it fails more and more. So it failed miserably. And here comes the hero of our story, the transformer.
For us, it was like, okay, this is going to work. The Transformer came out late 2017, and my co-founder Ilya immediately was like, that's the thing. That's what we've been waiting for. So you take this sort of very early nascent result, put it in a transformer, and then that's GPT-1.
Transformers are the very important key factors to help artificial intelligence understand human languages. To understand how do they work, we will divide this section into three parts: the encoding, decoding and attention. The encoding part, the transformers would code the sentence. Let's take a sentence again. I am learning about artificial intelligence. So they will assign, let's they assign 1 for I, 2 for am, 3 for learning, and so on. And they code this into a machine form, and that codes goes into the machine, into the artificial intelligence powered machine, and the information is processed in that, and then the information is produced in the codes again. And here comes the decoding part, and these codes are decoded again by the transformers. And this encoding and decoding goes by grammatical importance. So if I is coded 1, so I should be a pronoun. So they are coded in a grammatical importance also. Okay, let's take another example to understand it more clearly. Let's say I ask to the ChatGPT that what is the capital of India? So it will assign what to 1, it will assign code to what, it will assign code to is, it will assign code to each word according to their grammatical importance. And these codes are then processed and then it is decoded. Capital of India is New Delhi. Hence, these codes have their grammatical importance, so there will be no issue with the sequencing of the language and understanding of the language. And here comes the most important part, is attention. Attention is all about learning from the feedback. The more and more feedback it gets, it will improve. Like if you give it a poor review, it will assess the answer, modify it, improves it. So the more and more feedback it collects, the better and better it gets day by day. So this was about attention part. And this is all about the simplistic explanation of how does the ChatGPT or artificial intelligence related to human languages work. So if you loved the video, you know the drill. Please give me the like because of YouTube algorithms. Please comment which topic should I cover next, and please share it with your friends if you can. This was Shreyash Patil. Thank you for watching The Curious Kid. Peace.